Hey everybody, Adrian Fontes here. Maddie comes in and asks me a question. Maddie, I think other people need to know what's going on here. What was your question?
What is happening in the state legislature right now? Why are people so upset over this bill?
Well, here's why. So the Secretary of State was supposed to have this e-qual site set up. It didn't get set up the way it was supposed to, so the legislature has to step in and fix the law. Well, they did it with this bill using an emergency clause, which requires a whole bunch of people. It makes it law immediately to fix this. And that was Bill 2839, House Bill 2839. Well, here's the problem. They didn't read it. Not only did they not read it, but leadership on both sides of the political aisle kind of messed this thing up. And here's why. In Arizona, the most local elected official is your precinct committee person, right? You got a voting precinct. There might be 10 Republican PCs and 10 Democratic PCs. Doesn't matter. If 11 people want to be the precinct committee person for that precinct, then you have to have an election. This is a county by county thing. Well, the choice that you would have as a voter under this bill that was supposed to fix e-qual, that choice that you had as a voter went away. It's an anti-democracy bill that gives all of the power to the chair of the county party, because you no longer have to turn in these nominating petitions under this new bill that they just passed on Thursday and the governor signed. Now they want to fix it because everybody's hair on fire, because you no longer have to turn in those petitions. The county party chair, it's an anti-democracy bill. And it passed 58-0 in the state house. And it passed 27-0 in the state Senate, and the governor signed it, and nobody read it first. Because folks down there are just signing bills willy-nilly. They're not reading them. They're not paying attention. Because they're introducing 1 million bills. They're not listening in committee. People are only being given a minute to testify. You've seen it. They do budget negotiations in the middle of the night. Nobody gets to talk to them. And it's like the lobbyists behind the scenes are controlling them, and they're letting it happen. That's leadership down at the state legislature. And now they've taken some of your choices away. They've passed this anti-democratic bill under an emergency clause, all but unanimously. Only the people that weren't there didn't vote. Where's our leadership? What's going on at the state house and the state senate? It's a problem. Yeah, you got another question?
Yeah, so what's going to happen to the precinct committee members, and what can they do about it?
So it's a real problem. Now, Maricopa County has its own GIS department, Global Information Systems Department, for the mapping to make sure that they've got it set up. But a lot of the other counties don't, and they rely on county GIS departments or the state to fix things. It's becoming a real problem. That's why everybody at the legislature now is hair on fire, because they can't figure out how to fix this thing. They shouldn't have screwed it up in the first place. E-qual should have never gone down. The House and the Senate should have never put this thing on the table, because had they read it, they would have known it took your voter's choice away from you. And that's a problem. So now this mess of a mess that was supposed to be a fix has to get fixed and take time and energy away from all of the other stuff that they're doing, which is too much. There's too much legislation out there. They're not giving people enough time. And here's the thing, they're not even asking the right people. Had they sat and asked any of the election departments in the state, had they asked any of the county recorders, had they asked anybody who knows how this stuff works, they would have said, hold on a second, do you really want to fundamentally change things with emergency legislation? But they don't ask. They don't pay attention. They all think they know everything down at the state legislature. We need experienced, professionally trained leadership at all levels in our government. They can't be experts at everything. So they need to listen in committee. They need to stop having 1-minute testimony because they don't want to hear people complain, and they need to actually do their jobs. Legislature, Arizona legislature, do your frickin' job. Read the bills, listen to experts, have real testimony in your committees. Please, we're begging you. Both sides of the political aisle are negatively affected by this. This is not a partisan thing. It was 58-0 in the House, and it was 27-0 in the Senate. That means everybody voted for this garbage. And some of these people want to have statewide leadership offices. We got to think about that. My name is Adrian Fontes. I'm running for Arizona Secretary of State. Go to electfontes.com. The petition signature bar is right at the top. Click on there. We got to get on the ballot. We've got to have competent, experienced professionals running these offices. Have a great day.